So, I mean, I think I'll echo what a lot of other people have said. I don't think I realized how much I've learned until it came time to put some thoughts and ideas down on paper and go back and reflect upon where we started from and where we're at today. So it's been very eye-opening and positive and how far we come. I didn't know what to expect when we came into the program and that first day. And for me, I feel like I've grown so much, and I attribute a lot of it to the inner relationships that we've all kind of formed here. Even up as far as our last little breakout group, it was interesting to see what others had learned and how they've grown, and the ability to reflect upon how we see those people and how those people see us. Because throughout our days, a lot of times we don't realize how people see us. And it's been nice to be in a group that we have the confidence and the security to be vulnerable and let other people in and have them analyze us, maybe beat us down, Bill, allow us to grow. Because that's really how we are going to grow, just like James just said. So there's been so many things that I've picked up and learned, and it's been through the different avenues too. It's been through Gary's, book and program. It's been through the books and the book reports that we've done as a group and that everybody else has done. The coaching that we've gotten from Bill and Larry has been phenomenal. To have somebody there to kind of listen to our things that we do well, guide us on things that we could do better from both a personal and a professional perspective. I think my conversations with Bill were probably a lot more skewed towards personal than professional. So he sent me a bill, which I thought was odd, but anyways, we'll worry about that later. But so many good things. I mean, a lot of one-liners from the book, Leadership and Self-Deception, Stay Out of the Box, Avoid the Blame Game. As a leader, I think it's really important that we create an environment that people feel good about working with each other. There's synergies that are built, so everybody works together as opposed to against each other. Hold yourself and others accountable. I think it's important as a leader that we do create an environment where everybody's comfortable with each other, but then there comes the time to have the difficult conversations, and how do we do that without wrecking the tone of what we've built? And by setting accountability, I think that's really important. Everybody kind of knows where you stand and where you don't, so you can have those difficult conversations. Listen with your eyes as much as your ears. Questions are the answer. That's something that Bill and I talk a lot about from both a professional and a personal standpoint. Do a lot of listening. Guide people with questions. Don't guide them with your insight and your perspective. Let them figure out their path, their avenue by working through it in their own mindset. Some of the key takeaways for me were recognizing some of my triggers. Bill and I talked a lot about this. Recognizing the fact that uncomfortable conversations are probably my weak point. So how do I go about recognizing those and adjusting to those? So one thing that I did, and kind of a story that comes about this, is I have a customer that continuously tends to want to see me based on negative situations. His product didn't come in, his pricing's off, he keeps getting shorted. So I would go into these scenarios, and I always feel as though I'm in control until I hear about the negative fact that I didn't see coming. So one thing that I did was start sending out an agenda of what I was going to talk about in our meetings and appointments, and then I asked for feedback on things that he wanted to cover, and this kind of gave me a prelude as to what he was going to blindside me with, which helped me in turn control my triggers. So that was a nice takeaway that I've kind of gained from this whole process, amongst a lot of other things. So things I look to continue to work on, head-on conversation, not avoiding the difficult conversations, allowing people in to get to know me, because for me, being a leader, a lot of it is developing the interpersonal relationships with people around me. So allowing people in to see the real me is something that I need to kind of keep focusing on and letting happening. So continuing to read books, networking with others, staying in touch with everybody, all things that I will be looking to do to continue to grow as a leader. And finally, thank you to you all for giving me guidance, giving me input from what you see from me, working with me. And I think everybody in this class is super cool. And I hope we can kind of stay together as a group and keep in touch and do things down the line. So Bill, Gary, Larry, pleasure. Pat, BBI, Robert, I can't thank everybody enough for the opportunity that you guys have given us and taught us along the way.